If you clicked on this video, there's a good chance that you haven't unlocked the highest version of yourself and reached your full potential yet. And if you're one of those trolling weirdos that think you've reached your full potential and can't make any improvements, shut your ass up and stop watching this video immediately because you're a cancer to society. No one has reached their full potential yet, and I truly stand on that. As men, it's our duty to continuously evolve and conquer our goals. It's ingrained in our DNA. I don't care if you become the president of the United States or made $1 billion. That's cool and all, but what's next? You see, let me introduce you to the unstoppable man. His name is Caesar. Caesar is that man that every woman wants and every guy strives to be. He walks into a room and everyone stares because he just naturally exudes a dominant and masculine energy. From his muscular frame to his confident, charismatic personality to his mindset, nothing is getting in his way. Now, Caesar wasn't always this way. He wasn't always unstoppable. Years ago, he was just like a majority of guys these days, chasing women 24/7, addicted to pornography, masturbated daily, had a terrible diet, smoked and drank almost every day, and he blamed others for why he wasn't successful. These are just some of the bad habits he did on a daily basis, just to name a few. He was one of those guys that would be motivated for a day, then never see it through because of his constant need to procrastinate. Now, Caesar lived most of his life this way until he hit his breaking point and had a major realization. He woke up one day with an epiphany with all the answers, and in just 1 year became the Caesar you see today. Now, Caesar realized that the reason he wasn't successful is because he was living life on a weak foundation. Becoming unstoppable and unlocking your full potential can be compared to the process of building and maintaining a house. Just like a house requires a solid foundation, to stand strong, a man's foundation to life is built by focusing on 3 essential components: your mind, your body, and your spirit. Let's start with the mind. Your mind is the cornerstone of your foundation. It encompasses your intellectual development, your emotional health, and overall mental well-being. This is how you keep your mind sharp. 3 words. Never stop learning. Read books, take online courses, and challenge yourself to activities that you've never done before. This not only boosts your knowledge, but also keeps your brain active and healthy. See, now on my journey, I realized that I needed to turn my bad habits into good habits. And one thing I never did growing up was read at all. And when I realized that I needed to change, that's when I started focusing on reading every single day, and I made it something that's mandatory for me. Bro, instead of doing the nonsense that I was doing and smoking weed, looking at girls and all that, I would just put that down and pick up a book. And my goal was to read 10 pages every single day of some type of nonfiction book, because I knew the more that I picked up these books and read was like me going to the gym for my brain. So over time, I'm able to teach myself, and I can recall information that I learned 50 books ago. So reading books and habits that benefit you mentally and add on to your knowledge is the key. So before I find a book, I always want to look up summaries and what the book is about. One site that I use is called shortform.com. You can literally go in there, type in a book, any book that you could possibly think of, and you can look at an in-depth summary of the book before you even grab it. So check that link out in the description if that's something you're interested in. Another thing I did, and I'm doing to this day, was train to run a marathon. I'm about 18 weeks out now, and I have made so much progress. I never liked running in the past. Bro, I literally hated running, and I still don't like running. But I told myself I have to do the things that I don't want to do in order to overcome obstacles in the future. When there are challenges in the future, which we all will have, I know that I've put myself through the ringer. I've put myself in those positions where when those obstacles do hit, it's going to be nothing to me because I've been through worse. So that's why it's so important to challenge yourself mentally. But it's not just about intellectual growth. Emotional intelligence and mental health are equally important. Practice mindfulness and meditation to manage stress and improve emotional regulation. You see, mindfulness helps you stay present and focused and reduces your anxiety and enhances your overall well-being. You see, I used to have a problem binge eating. I didn't know what was my issue until I actually was mindful and became aware of the reasons that I couldn't stop after I started. Like, y'all had a bag of chips, and this was me, literally. I had a bag of chips, and I was like, yo, I'm only gonna eat a couple handfuls, and then I'm done. 20 minutes later, a whole bag of chips is finished. I ate it all. It wasn't even like I was hungry, though. I just kept eating it. And I had to lock in and understand why I couldn't control myself. And I realized as I started really going on this journey and I found myself binging, and I'm like, why am I binging right now? I realized that I was binging a lot late night. I liked the late night snack while I wasn't really doing anything. I'll probably watch a movie or just watch some type of entertainment. So what did I do? I went into that situation knowing that I probably am going to binge during these hours, so I'm not going to partake in any type of entertainment, or I'm not going to watch certain things at these types of nights because it's going to lead to something worse. So that was me being mindful of a habit that was really destroying my body. Now, let's talk about the actual body. Just like your foundation supports the house, your physical health supports everything you do. You can't operate at full capacity if your body isn't in position to do so. Regular physical activity is crucial. Exercise not only strengthens your body, but also improves your mood and your cognitive function. So make sure you aim for a minimum, and I mean minimum, of 30 minutes of moderate exercise most days of the weeks. There's literally no excuse to work out, bro. Like, you don't need to go to a gym. You can literally go and use your legs and jog around your neighborhood. So you don't live in a good neighborhood. Okay, that's not an excuse. Go in your room, do push-ups, do some pull-ups. It's literally not an excuse because you can find things. You can find ways to work out. Personally, I found that I need to work out every single day. And I don't want to hear that BS about, oh, bro, you're overtraining. You're supposed to recover. Shut your mouth. I don't want to hear none of that, man. Like, I feel like those people who say that are just weak. I'm not going crazy. I'm not destroying myself, but I'm definitely training to a point where my body feels it, but it feels good after I do it. I'm not just training because I want to, keep a certain body. No, most days it's a confirmation for me. It's mentally checking into the gym, knowing that I won every single day and I made it there. Everybody tries to make, oh yeah, you lifted too much, your body can't recover. Bro, there's ways that you can go about it. I'm not telling you to go max PR every single day. All you have to do is be active. When you're active as a man, you're building your testosterone. You're building everything that makes you a man. So for those people who don't work out, you're literally hurting yourself. Now that we're on the body, let's talk about what you're putting in it. I bet 95% of what y'all eat is straight crap. I know this because I've been there. I ate processed foods on a daily basis. Now, a balanced diet fuels your body and your mind. The goal is to eat a variety of fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and whole grains. Proper nutrition impacts your energy levels, your focus, and your overall well-being. You got to understand that when you're eating processed foods and like eating too many sugars and foods that really don't do anything for your body, it affects you more than just you getting fat. You're going to get mental fog. You're not going to have the right energy. Think about yourself like a car, bro. What are you putting in your body? Are you going to be a Toyota or are you a Lamborghini? Do they put regular gas in a Lamborghini? No, they get that good gas. They get that premium, extreme, super gas that you don't buy because you have a little ass Honda Civic. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I got nothing against Honda Civics, but you got to realize that you are a vessel. So whatever you put into your vessel is going to represent what you do on a daily basis, bro. So think about that. Also, Don't underestimate the power of sleep. Quality sleep is essential for your recovery, your cognitive function, and your whole emotional balance. So aim for 79 hours of sleep per night. There's no exceptions. And if you're one of those guys who claims that you're a night owl or you get all your work done at night, then let me ask you something. Do you think that you're operating at full capacity? Yeah, I thought so. And if you try to say, yeah, that you are, then you wouldn't be watching this video. Stupid. But finally, let's focus on the spirit. Your spirit represents your values, beliefs, and sense of purpose. It's the core integrity that holds everything together. Bro, what do you believe in? Where does your faith lie? Now, I'm not going to preach to you or anything, but if you don't believe in a higher power, I feel bad for you. I believe in God, and I believe that I'm put on this earth to serve a purpose that I am destined to fulfill. Every day I reflect on learning about my purpose, and this brings me a sense of joy and meaning to my life. Knowing your why provides motivation and direction, helping you stay committed to your goals. When I realized this key, when I tell you this is like the main key to becoming successful, is to really lock in spiritually, bro, it changed the game for me. I had to grow a connection with God and pray every single day and read my Bible to just understand why I'm on this earth. What is the purpose of me living? I had to understand what I was meant to do here. Like, a lot of us were just walking around aimlessly like NPCs, just going about our days. But really, I feel like everyone has a purpose. Everyone has something they need to fulfill. It's just about finding it. But when you lock in, especially spiritually, when you feel connected to something that's bigger than you, there's something that's bigger than you, something that's leading you, something that you can have faith in, something that is giving you guidance. That's when you reach ultimate enlightenment. Nurturing your spirit also involves building strong relationships and auditing your circle. Surround yourself with supportive and positive people. Strong relationships provide emotional support and enhance your sense of belonging and purpose. Being in a positive, like-minded community of people and individuals changes the game, and I promise you it will change your life. So look around you and assess who are the people you talk to the most. Are they constantly negative? Are they even goal-driven? What kind of conversations do you have daily? If it's anything that doesn't help you get to the next level, if they don't contribute to your growth, they may be the ones holding you back. Your circle is a true representation of who you are. That's why it's important to audit your circle. You can't have that type of negativity coming your way if you want to grow. You can't have people who don't operate on your frequency, people who don't want to grow with you, people who don't want to develop, people who don't want to evolve to that next level, because they're going to keep you there with them. I'm telling you, this is crucial. When you build a house, right? And we're talking about houses. When you build a house, I don't know if y'all know about this, but there's something called squatters. When you rent out a house and say it's vacant for a little bit and no one's living there, there are people literally who live this lifestyle. People who will break into that vacant house, change the locks, throw away the key, and start getting mail to their house. Now, by law in most states, you can't even get them out by going into there because they basically just took over your house now. It's theirs. You literally have to go through an eviction process through the courts in order to get them out, and which could take months. Now, think about these squatters like the people in your life. There's people who are just squatting there who are not contributing to you, who are just literally leeches. I've been there. But you have to literally dissect this and identify who is contributing to you and who is building you up. You have to join communities. You have to network. You have to be in those communities with people with like-minded goals. So if you want to join an accountability group, a community of people who think just like you, of men who are solid and who just want to get better, click the link in my description and join the tribe, man. So just like a house needs a solid foundation to stand tall, your journey to unlocking your full potential and becoming unstoppable starts with nurturing your mind, your body, and your spirit. By focusing on mastering these three areas, you'll create a strong base that supports everything that you do. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, just give it a thumbs up, turn on that notification bell, and don't forget to subscribe for more content like this. Leave a comment below on how you're building your foundation. I'm going to see you in part 2. Stay unstoppable.